Oh, man. What a weird game. Obviously, I think the first half, was really solid for us as an offense. And then the second half, it was just a different story, and I think, we just got to hold on to the football. We can't turn the ball over like that. I can't turn the ball over like that. But again, our defense and our special team stepping up tonight was huge. So when you come out of here, having a game like that offensively, and you still win the ball game, can't ask for more than that. And, we're just going to continue to learn from our mistakes and get better.
What does it tell you about kind of the potential for this offense, though, that with all those turnovers, you put up the most points anybody has on Houston all year?
Yeah, I mean, when we execute, when we do our job every single play, the results kind of speak for themselves. We just can't keep shooting ourselves in the foot the way that we have. And we've put together consistent, I think Tampa in that loss was a pretty consistent performance from us. Still had some minor detail things that happened there, but we just got to clean up the details, and we will. We'll watch this tape, get better from it, and enjoy this off. This bye week's going to be huge for us to get some guys back and get healthy. So we're going to enjoy the bye week and come back swinging in a couple weeks.
The sack in the end zone with the fumble and everything. Yep. I guess is there something you think you should have done differently there?
Yeah, I think. At the end of the day, I gotta get the ball out of my hands. If I feel like nothing's there, understand where my check down is, and if he's covered, throw it at his feet. I think he was open, so I got to get the ball to him.
I don't know what else there's for you to say about Jaxon Smith-Njigba, the 5th 100-yard game this season.
Yeah.
Touchdown. Just, I guess, is anything surprise you about him anymore the way he's playing?
I think just. It's not surprising because I see him come into work every day with the same mindset and the consistency. And it's not just him. It's our entire receiver group. It's our entire group as an offense. And, we're going to keep getting better and learning from our mistakes in these games when we have that attitude. And so, we're just going to, like I always say, we're going to continue to grow and get better.
You've played with a lot of good receivers. That Justin Jefferson guy's pretty good. What sets JSN apart kind of in his own way? What is so remarkable about him?
Yeah, they're both obviously really, really good players, great players, if you will. I think they are really different, At the end of the day, they both know how to get open. I think that's the only thing that matters. And, they run routes in different ways, but they just understand coverage. They understand, the DB that they're going against. And, again, that's habits. That's both of their film study habits that they have every single week, understanding the guys that they're going against, understanding the coverages that we're going to see. So, excuse me, I think at the end of the day, it's them just understanding who we're going against and the preparation that Justin and JSN have during the week.
The trust on that touchdown pass because the window was about that big. That was pretty remarkable.
Yeah, it's just something that we work on. We worked on it a couple days in a row. We work on that throw all the time, going back to OTAs. So, it's just, again, it's the work that we put in.
You're going to take a shot there. Is that the essence of being an NFL quarterback, to stand and throw that pass?
Yeah, my eyes are downfield, so I can feel the rush, but at the end of the day, I gotta throw it to the spot with the right timing, and if I do that, and understand what the defense is doing, it works out more times than not.
I think it was on the 4th and 1 rollout in the second half where you had a tight end short most quarterbacks would have thrown to. And what is it Smith-Njigba does to you take the 20-yard route on 4th and 1 instead of the tight end in front of you in the flat?
Yeah, it's just my progression. I think, I felt like the linebacker, if I would have thrown it to the flat, I think he would have gotten tackled, in my opinion, short. And so I just progressed up, and JSN ran a really good route.
As Jaxon has been on his tear, have you seen defenses try to do things differently or do things more to try to take him away?
Yeah, he gets doubled sometimes. We see some cloud coverage, but there's a lot of things that teams do to try to take away players like that. But again, with the guys that we have, other than JSN, all of our skill players, receivers, tight ends, running backs, you got to account for those guys as well.
Surprised at all to see him go up and slam it on the crossbar?
Yeah, that was surprising, just because we know that's a penalty. So, yeah, I don't know. I haven't really talked to him about that, but he got up. I know that. But, yeah, we'd like to maybe not do that next time.
Were you off guard by Shire getting you on your back on the sideline there? It looked like you were already out of bounds and you got let up.
Yeah. Yeah, that was an interesting one. It is what it is. I know I was out of bounds, I think, when that happened. But it was weird because I was in bounds when he first hit me. So, I don't know. That's kind of what happened. Yeah, we got the penalty and got the first down. That's all that matters.
Did you feel that in particular, landing on your back that hard, or was it just?
No, it was good. Got me into the game a little bit. So,
Anything else?
appreciate you guys.
Thanks.